Okay, who are you?
You want my full name?
Yeah.
Hattie, Hattie, Alline, Alline, Ushry, that's my maiden name, Ussery, and I married Wallace Greenfield.
Okay.
So my name is Hattie Allen Greenfield.
Have you been here all your life, or did you move here?
At this house I live in now, Wallace and I came up here to visit my aunt, Mamie Roberts, who was my father's baby sister, and her husband. And we were hunting a place for a farm, and then Wallace, my husband, talked to Uncle Clarence about it, and he said he would sell us this farm. And that was in 1955. So we bought this farm and home in 1955.
Okay. Did you have a party line when you were here?
No, we didn't even have a phone when we first moved here. We bought the home in 55, then went back to Arizona because that's where Wallace worked in the athletic mines. And we stayed 2 years, and we moved to this home in 1957. There was no phones, no party lines. There was a telephone office in the town of Norwood, and that's where we had to go to make a telephone call.
What was Norwood different then from now?
Oh, very much so. They had two real nice grocery stores, and then another man by the name of Tharp, he had a store, but he also sold some groceries. But the other two grocery stores, they sold, besides selling groceries, they sold cow feed and chicken feed and things needed on a smaller farm. And that's about all I can say about that.
Okay.
Well, we had a nice post office, and there was and I can't remember his name. There was an older man. He had an office up there, and that's where Aunt Mamie and Uncle Clarence took Wallace and I to him, and that's who made out the deed to us buying the farm. So I guess he was what you'd call an official businessman.
Yeah.
I guess that's the way you would call him. Because he had the legal right of making out the deed to our farm in 1955.
Okay, so has the school changed?
Oh, very much so. When we moved here in 1957, our oldest boy was just starting second grade, and he went to Norwood School. But it was a big 2-story, I believe. could have had a basement. I don't know that much about it. But it was a great big one building with lots of rooms in it because the elementary part and the high school part was all in the same building. But everyone that lived here was really proud of that because that was like a new school to them. But to Wallace and I, we grew up in Fort Smith, Arkansas. It was very small because we went to the Fort Smith schools. Fort Smith, Arkansas schools.
Yeah.
And Alan was in second grade, and a man by the name of, I can't think of his name. Think of his name, no, it'd be real good. But that's all right.
So, have you had kids, and how many, if you have?
We had 2 boys and a girl. Alan was the oldest, and 2 years later, Paul Greenfield was born. Our second son was born. And then 2 years later, we had a daughter named Mary Jane. And they all 3 was born in Fort Smith, Arkansas. Because where we lived in Arizona was in the mountains, and we didn't have a doctor closer than over 100 miles away from us. And that's how I had to come back to my folks so I could have a doctor and have my babies in hospital.
Okay.